Welcome, Culture Shock fans, to the adaptation of Batman and Robin. And here's our narrator, Lorenzo Grack.
Interior, Batcave, Batman's costume vault, chrome and shadow, a black gauntlet snaps into place. A cape whips over a dark rubber back. A bat-shaped buckle locks in place. Meanwhile, a silver-throwing bird is chosen from a weapons array. Gloved hands lift a black eye mask. Tunic armor clicks shut, turning to reveal a crest insignia of a robin. Emerges from his costume vault wider. It's none other than the caped crusader known as Batman with nipples! New state-of-the-art computer systems flash. Surveillance screens mounted on news and police frequencies. Crime's worst nightmare.
Batman! A new villain has commandeered the Gotham Museum. He's frozen the Antiquities Wing. He's turned the security guards into ice. He's calling himself Mr. Freeze.
Batman strides towards the rising, steam-obstructed pedestal which bears the sleek, redesigned Batmobile. Robin appears in the door of his costume vault, dressed in the black and red of his Nightwing costume. Is he Robin or Nightwing? They didn't make it clear in the two Dark Avengers stand suited, ready to take back the night.
Nice suit. And today you are?
Nightwing, Scourge of the Darkest Evil.
This is all about a fashion for you, isn't it?
It's the gear. Chicks love the gear.
The turbos are on. It says close, but it's roofless. I don't know why they did this design. Anyway, the engine roars. The Batmobile shoots away through the arches of the cave tunnel compass of the Batmobile service. The pedal splits into a wide, sleek petals of a flower, revealing a sleek, turbocharged motorcycle. Meet Robin's bike, the Red Bird. Robin gets on the bike, and the bike follows right after the Batmobile. Alfred watches them go.
Drive carefully, Master Wing.
Then he relaxes, lets his weight fall against the main console as a man not as well as he seems. Batman is behind the wheel, Robin visible through the window. Robin on his bike, data scrolling on his console monitor.
A giant drilling truck burrowing under the city?
Mr. Freeze.
The Batcomputer tracks him, heading for Gotham Museum.
The new antique exhibit. The second son of Sedan.
Holy Batman, holy! Of course! He's going out to steal the White Diamond!
No, Robin. He's going to jail.
They are now getting close to the Gotham Museum, where Mr. Freeze is ruining everyone's day.
The Iceman cometh!
Please, show some mercy.
I'm afraid my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy. In this universe, there's only one absolute. Everything freezes.
Meanwhile, a giant drilling truck points up through the rubble of the shattered museum floor. A great hall bearing the skeleton of a mighty brontosaurus, amongst a myriad of other exotic antiques. But now, they're all frozen. We zoom in then to a giant diamond case. The case begins to blow, the shatterproof glass exploding into 1,000 flying fragments. Freeze swipes away the shattered glass and steel from the debris and lifts up the tremendous diamond. Freeze now holds the diamond high over his head, the light hitting the gem like a star. But then, the skylight explodes, and Batman free falls into the room,
Batman!
hitting the Brontosaurus and sliding down its neck like he's playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Smashing Freeze with his feet, the diamond sliding across the frozen floor. Batman then kicks the pistol high in the air, catches it.
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with guns?
Freeze cartwheels across the room, kicking the gun away from Batman, catching it in midair.
You're not sending me to the cooler.
Freeze fires. Batman dodges the blast like he's Neo from the Matrix. Freeze takes aim again, and none other than Robin comes flying into the room. Batman uses this distraction. Flying kicks the gun into the air. Robin soars over Freeze's head, kicks the airborne gun to the altar atop of the giant pyramid.
Score! And the crowd goes wild!
I wonder when they're gonna let me have my own superhero movie. Because it would be so awesome. It would be so cool. It would be the most incredible superhero movie the world has ever seen. The screens would light up with real explosions and special effects. Like there would tons and tons of special effects. My cape would be super sweet. Be special effects. Blow your mind.
His bike sideways in a slide that's similar to Akira, knocking a precious vase into midair. He grabs a statue, using it to whip around in a dismount. Batman catches the falling vase, replaces it as Robin skates beside him. The two heroes race for Freeze. More Icemen in hockey masks, sticks in hand, rush the Caped Crusaders from both sides. Freeze is racing towards the altar and his fallen gun. 6 guards rush through a side door and swarm the unarmed Freeze. Mistake. He begins racing for his gun again. Batman and Robin struck. Batman closing in fast behind him. Freeze spins and fires. Batman ducks, using his cape as an ice shield, deflecting the beam into a closing Iceman behind him, freezing the villain solid. Freeze disappears behind the giant Brontosaurus. Robin skates into line with Batman, both heading fast for Freeze. Freeze is down and scoops up the diamond.
I got mine, look! Big shiny diamond! Where's yours?
Freeze is racing towards his truck, Batman closing in fast behind him. Freeze spins and fires. Batman ducks, deflecting the beam into a closing Iceman behind him, freezing the villain solid. Freeze disappears behind the giant Brontosaurus.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Robin skates into line with Batman, both heading fast for Freeze. Freeze fires his gun, hopping forward, exploding in front of Batman and Robin.
He's definitely extinct.
Batman and Robin skate fast to avoid the debris. An Iceman flies in from the side, hitting Robin's hand, sending the gem flying free.
You get the ice, I'll get the Iceman.
Another Iceman skates to the gem, hitting it with his stick, sending the diamond flying up into the landing by the front doors. Freeze has made it to his truck and is climbing towards the hatch. The Icemen are rushing the wall between the Caped Crusaders and the gem. Batman and Robin skate towards the villain, pulling flagpoles from the display as they are about to joust the Iceman. At the last second, Batman and Robin drive their poles into the ice, vaulting over the heads of the Iceman towards the landing and the waiting gem above. Freeze has climbed into the hatch of his vehicle.
Hit me, boys!
Batman and Robin on the landing, inches from the gem. An Iceman skates by from the wings with a slap shot and sends the diamond flying.
Thanks for playing.
Freeze's glove close. The diamond hits. A perfect catch. Freeze drops into the cab of his giant drilling truck.
Round up the thugs. I'll get Freeze.
The hatch starts to slide closed. Batman leaps into the banister, slides, standing down the rail, and jumps, dropping into the closing hatch after Freeze. Control capsule. A bank of control panels are set inside the giant glass head of the drill. Batman follows in to find Freeze standing at the main console. Freeze hits a button. A tremendous roar.
Stop the insanity!
Nice of you to drop in.
Capsule set on the end of an ejection cylinder blasts out of the drilling truck, rising like a rocket towards the roof. Robin jumps on the other banister, slides down, grabs a banner and swings himself onto the slide of the cylinder, clutching a porthole ledge and hanging fast. The capsule then blows through the top of the museum, rocketing towards the starry night sky above. Zoom in. Robin clings to the side of the rocket for dear life. Please, God, don't let this young bird die, so we're all wondering. Inside the capsule, Batman is thrown to the floor by the powerful acceleration. Freeze stays upright, protected by his mighty suit.
You were a great scientist once. Don't squander your genius on evil.
Freeze throws Batman hard into the bulkhead. He uses his pistol to freeze Batman's ankles and wrists to the wall in chunks of ice.
Watch the numbers, Batman, for they are the harbingers of your doom.
The altitude meter is closing 10,000 feet and climbing fast.
Can you feel it coming? The icy cold of space. At 30,000 feet, your heart will freeze and beat no more.
15 feet and now rising. Meanwhile, outside the capsule, Robin has climbed into the nose cone, is struggling against the acceleration using bat magnets to crawl towards the escape hatch. Meanwhile, inside, Freeze steps into a glide wing backpack mounted on the wall.
After you have frozen, your icy tomb will plummet back to Gotham.
Freeze, you're mad. This capsule will slaughter thousands.
Freeze releases a door behind him, the sky whipping past it beyond.
Isn't it grand? Freeze will.
Freeze begins to plummet down towards the lights of Gotham below. Freeze's backpack opens up, a sleek wing extends from its housing. Freeze angles himself downward in midair, using his glide wing to control his fast flight towards the distant city. Inside the capsule, the controls, the glass nose, the capsule itself are all frosting over. A hatch open, Robin drops in.
Don't mind me. I was just hanging around.
I thought you were gonna stay in the museum, round up some thugs.
How about hi, nice to see you. How are the kids? How's the wife? Glad for saving my life. That would be nice since I'm always saving your ass.
Robin pulls out a Buzz Lightyear-shaped laser from his utility belt. He melts one of Batman's hands frozen in ice. And look at that, he melts the other one. Batman is free!
When we get home, we're having a little communication workshop.
Meanwhile, the altitude meter is closing, 20,000 and rising.
Is it cold in here? Or is it just me?
Ice is forming everywhere. Batman whips a bat-shaped charge, throws it onto the ceiling. An armed light on the charge flashes green.
Now what? Do we call a taxi? How do we get off of this flying death ship?
Batman grabs a handle marked caution. Explosive bolts. Robin smiles, grabs a similar handle.
What's the first step?
Both pull the release handles, leaping onto the capsule doors.
Surf's up. See you down below. Woohoo!
An explosive bolt blows them into space. The bat charge light closes. It goes red. The night sky. They're falling as the capsule explodes above them, raining falling debris. Batman and Robin skyboard on the doors, down towards Freeze, who was rocketing back to Earth with the diamond in his hand. Batman and Robin race towards Freeze in the city below. The Caped Crusaders aboard the skyscraper, an elevated bridge as they follow Freeze's wake. Batman swoops down above the villain, pushing off his skyboard, grabbing Freeze around the neck. The diamond flies into the air. Robin maneuvers around the grand flip and grabs the falling gem. Freeze releases his glider pack buckle, dislodging Batman. The hero and the glide pack are spinning away from Freeze. Batman dumps the glide pack, arcs back into his rushing drop. Freeze is descending fast towards the giant smoking chimney of a towering industrial complex. He aims his gun at the smoking toad and fires. The fast maw quickly covering with snow. Freeze plummets into the snowy chimney. Batman and Robin drop into the ice shaft after the villain. Freeze fires his gun as he falls, slowing his descent, turning the chimney into a madly snaking tunnel of ice before him. God, how terrifying. Batman and Robin tumble headfirst through layers of snow after the villain. They pull out their bat grapples and fire! The bat grapples hit the wall. They stick the landing. Batman and Robin use the tethers to slow their descent, landing in hard in the industrial basement, a long submarine-like corridor.
Now that was cool. Can we do that again?
Batman and Robin race towards Freeze, who's fleeing down the other end of the corridor. He points his gun at the ceiling, fires. The sprinkler system pipes explode, forming a mighty intense blizzard in the wind tunnel.
Sudden temperature drop. Watch out for the...
A blast of wind roars down the tunnel, slamming the doors, sending snow and ice whipping towards them.
Wind!
Batman and Robin whip their capes over their faces, push forward, fighting the storm, going through the doors one by one. Now they reach the boiler room, frozen. At the terminus of the tunnel, a frozen boiler stands in the center of the icy moat of the building's interior reservoir. The door swings open, Batman pushing inside. Freeze flees from behind the door, slamming the metal portal out into Batman's face. Batman tumbles forward. Freeze raises his gun. Another figure leaps in front from the hallway, going for Freeze. It's Robin. Freeze fires, turning the point of frozen sculpture of ice. He plucks the diamond from his icy hand. Meanwhile, the schematic of map of Gotham. Freeze's vehicle burrows underneath the city, freezing the ferment in its path and clearing away the debris of the boiler room. Meanwhile, they hear a rumbling. Suddenly, the wall explodes. Freeze's drilling truck appears in the clearing smoke, and just like that, Freeze is now gone, sealing the tunnel after him with a blast of ice, clearing.
Can you be cold, Batman? You have 11 minutes to thaw the bird. What will you do? Chase the villain or save the boy?
The frosted pain to wave goodbye.
Your emotions make you weak. That is why this day is mine.
Oh no, Robin's frozen. Mr. Freeze escapes. Can Batman save Robin from an icy death? Can Batman stop Mr. Freeze from freezing Gotham? Stay tuned next time, Culture Shock fans. And as they say, same bat time, same bat channel. The worst is yet to come.
This program was brought to you by Culture Shock. For nerds, by nerds. Remember to like and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon too. And we'll see you real soon.